Hey, how's it going, guys? And welcome back to yet another episode of our Tokyo Ghoul Dark War series. And today, we're here. There has been a new update. It did come out yesterday. I didn't get around to actually making a video on the update and, you know, giving a bit of a lowdown. But you can probably see one of the updates which have gone down is a new Christmassy look to the main menu, which I do like. I like these little additional changes to the game. You know, it freshens up the game a little bit. And they've also got little snowflakes next to the names, which is very nice. I do like those little additions. But however, there is some new things which we're going to go on about in today's episode. I do in fact have the list here. So we've got two brand new heroes. Two heroes which did come out, and they're all at the way at the bottom. We've got Christmas Hiname and Christmas Toka, which we can have a look at really quickly here. We'll have a look at the... She's got voice lines. I hope you all have a great day. Sounds kind of Hiname-like. So we've got bonds between Hiname and Kaneki Mask, which gives her a 45% increase in her HP. We've got partner with the Toka Christmas. The Toka Christmas and also the Toka Hiname duo unit, which gives her an attack buff of 30%. And then we've got partner again with Tsukiyama, another 30%. And we've also got Naru and Ayato as enemies. We've got enemies here. So this is obviously, it's all post-read this. So we've got HP of 60%, which is kind of good actually. Bearing in mind, you know, they're older SSRs now. So pretty much everybody has them. So it should be an easy one to obtain. And of course these scale up. She's a raid. Oh, she's deep. Is she a supporty DPS unit? She's very... I want this one. I really want to mess around with this one. There's a lot of characters in this game I haven't been able to mess around with yet, just purely because I haven't had the time to grind up the characters to, like... I really want to, you know, look at characters when they're gold level. That's when they're, like, super duper, like... They're at the tip top of where they can be. I know we think we've got red now. I think red's after orange. I think it's orange, not gold, but it's whatever. So we've got Christmas Toka and Christmas Hiname. Hiname's skills, we've got Christmas Healing. Hiname wraps herself in her Kagane before releasing it to create a barrier, which absorbs damage equivalent to 10% of Hiname's HP and heals all teammates nearby. So there is a supportive skill. And the recovery upgrade is what scales, which is really nice. We've got Holy Strike. Hiname waves her Kagane and strikes, dealing massive damage to all enemies in a line. So this is obviously going to be a straight, which is pretty nice. And that's got quite a damage scaling on it. We've got Christmas Zone. Hiname spins Kagane around. It probably should say spins her Kagane around, just whatever. Around to create a region of effect, where the enemies receive continuous damage for... Okay, so it's an AoE, like, burn type ability. And they receive that for 8 seconds. The crit rate of damage dealt with Hiname's teammates within this region is lowered. The crit rate. So you can crit a lot more often in this zone, essentially. Which is really nice. Crit seems to be a main thing in these games. And we've got Merry Christmas as her passive, and Hiname buffs attack of all enemies. Ooh. And herself. That's really interesting. Because you always want to get more damage out of units. So if you could probably put this onto a squad with a DPS unit, so like Naru, you're giving them a 3%. It probably scales quite high, I want to say. Probably up to 10%. It doesn't sound like a lot, really. But that's nice. Christmas Hiname. And what do you get at 5-star? So it goes on a Merry Christmas. So Hiname buffs attack of all enemies and herself. When Hiname's HP is lowered to a critical point, she becomes immune to damage for 8 seconds while regenerating 20% of her HP for a period of time. And that's a CD of 180 seconds. So it's basically the Kaneki Ring passive, where he gets low. He becomes immune to damage. But she regens 20% of her HP in a period of time. Did it say what the period of time is? Attack rate. So does it So while she's regenning, her attack is down, essentially. So it lowers the attack rate in exchange for her regenning her health. Can I just say, this unit's stellar. They've done a really nice... I really like Christmas units in games, so... And there is her 2D art as well, which is pretty nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Next up, we have got the second of the new units. If I scroll down, we've got Christmas Toka. So if I open one, you'll always know where to find me, is what she says. She is a DPS unit, of course. I think all the Tokas in the game at the moment are DPS units. Kind of makes sense. We've got Brother and Sister Bond, which gives her 45% health. We've got Partner with Christmas Kaneki and Wounded Kaneki, and that's a 30% attack increase. We've got Gourmet as Defeat, because she defeated the Gourmet, at a 30% attack increase. And we've also got Enemy again, which does a HP of 60%, and that is both Arita boys as an enemy bond. The new Arita, is it out? I don't know if the new Arita's been released yet, or if it has, I haven't seen it. I know it's in the game because it's showing it, and it shows it in the heroes menu as well. But I don't think it's actually... I've not seen it out yet. What's her 2D art like? Okay, I like it. 2D arts are really good in this game. I do like that. Wow. I just love how her wings... I know, obviously, they did not coming out, but it's still a good effect, especially from the front. So let's have a look at her skills. So we've got Christmas Impact. Toka jumps into the air and slams down, dealing massive damage to enemies within a targeted area and prevented affected enemies from receiving next cast of healing. So this is it's got a decent damage, and it reduces the next cast of healing. So maybe if you're fighting an Eto and she does her ultimate thing, you could cast this, and the next cast of healing. Or does it say? Is there a period of time on it? Is it just whenever you heal next, you just don't get the healing? Maybe. I just realised as well, you can hardly see half of the arts, but my apologies. That's interesting. We've got Merry Bombardment. Toka waves Kogane to release Kogane shards towards the front, dealing damage to enemies in a large area and lowering their movement speed by 60%, lasting 8 seconds. A 60% reduction in movement speed. Okay. It's got a decent damage scaling as well. Holy Light. Toka charges herself before releasing shock waves in front towards the front, dealing damage to slower... damage dealt to slower enemies will be tripled. Okay. So you could do first, second, third. You could probably do second, third, first as a combo. It depends if they've got healing. But triple damage with Holy Light if you've cast your second ability first and they're slowed. That's pretty nice. And Christmas Present. Increase Toka's crit rate. Okay. A self buff to crit rate. What do you get at 5-star? You get an additional effect. When attacking enemies with Ukaku, deal 50% extra damage. Okay, so when you're... I don't know if autos are Ukaku damage. That one's not. So I presume it's going to be the second. So you get 50% extra damage with her second, I believe. I feel like an autos, maybe? I feel like that's what it's possibly aiming towards. So those are the two new units that are in the game. Let me just double check. I wanted to see. Yeah, the Arita is in the corner here. Interesting. So 2 new Christmas units. Once I get them, I'll try and do a video or something. But I'm not getting very lucky with draws at the moment. And currently, this chi is not fun to get. Hoji Chishi? Yeah, it's not fun. Not fun to try and obtain. What else have we got on the list of new things? So it says new Christmas theme interface, which we've already gone over. We've got a new hero mode dungeon. I haven't seen this yet. Where is the hero-themed dungeon? Let's have a look around. Because I haven't seen whatever this hero dungeon thing is yet. Hero mode dungeon. Is it on battles? Oh. This is cool. So it looks like there's a new set of acts, some new stages to clear. I bet you somebody's already been on this because I'm still at the top. So nobody's been on to do these hero dungeons. We'll have a look at one of these in a moment. You know what? We'll have a look now. Survive. Okay, this looks like a very easy. I should have had a look at the rewards, but I bet you the rewards are towards the end. I could probably put this on auto because it is like the first one, so my team should just be able to annihilate these. Yeah, that's kind of expected. That's kind of expected, actually. So the first few we're probably just going to be able to annihilate. Well, this is something cool. Because I don't do stages very often. Because obviously it takes so long to level up, you just forget then. And I normally have to get like 2-3 acts worth of stages done. I need to have a look at more of these stages here in the future. But a new hero mode. I wonder how difficult these ones are going to be once it starts scaling. Well, they're definitely not going to be able to do the damage to us. But I presume it's going to be another way to obviously obtain our different shards that we need for different characters. Because they've started putting the SSR characters in there as well. Well, there is a 60 second one. And we can continue that. Let's have a see. I wanted to have a look. So what have we got here? So we can get rewards. We can get the XP potions, which is really nice. We got what's that? 50 gems and cells, 50 diamonds and 100 cells, and we've also got Hinami's painting. So this is one of the other things that has been added as well. We've got more exclusive item equipment, and Hinami's painting is one of them. So completing these is probably going to be really beneficial. Obviously, I can't click through and have a look, but completing these is probably going to be very beneficial to getting those items. Obviously, without, I don't think it's on. Let's have a look. In here, shop. Yeah, they're not in here yet. So the only ones you can get in here at the moment is the Candy Apple, Ixa, Tartara's Mask, and Kaneki's Suit. Those are the only ones you can obtain in here. And obviously you've got the fans for Kaneki and Toka. Really hard to get equipment in here, I have to say. But obviously completing those hero stages, that's how you're going to get these new exclusive equipment, which I'm going to have a look at here now. So exclusive equipment. So the new ones that have been added, we've got Yomori's pliers. So this is for half Kakuji Yomori, and it does say unavailable at the moment. Whether that's unavailable because I haven't locked the stage to obtain them, or whether it's unavailable because they've not been added yet. We've also got Kurowia's special. Again, it says unavailable. We've got the Demon Yamada 1, which is for Shinohara Arita. And that says, again, it says unavailable. Shiro's that was already here. We've got Hinami's painting, which it does say unavailable, so you can get them. I'm presuming these new ones we can get through the hero stages, so recommend jumping on that. But this is for regular Hinami, so that's pretty cool that she's got her own. I have literally just took her off the team, so it'll be interesting to see what changes about her. We've got the Toka Rabbit mask, which again, unobtainable. We've got the Naru Kami. The Naru Kami actually is getting an SSR. You can upgrade it from SR to SSR, probably in the next couple patches. I did see that there are some new characters as well, which you can awaken from SR to SSR, which we'll have a look at in a moment if I can find them all. We've got Dojima upgrade, which is another one. We got the Taui, which I didn't know that was the name of her weapon, so you learn something new. Korei Ui is another one which you can go from SR to SSR, which is quite a difficult one to do, bearing in mind if you're going to need the shards for her. yeah, that's going to be a difficult one. There's actually the new SSR Awakenings. I've got a new way of getting those as well, which we'll have a look at in a moment. We've got those. We're already here. We've got the Christmas characters. So Christmas Hiname has got a Christmas present, and we've got the Candy Cane for Christmas Toka. Interesting. Something I have to look at. This water balloon as well, we got for free. I think I remember saying it. We got it for free. Which I'm not going to use my materials because I'm still trying to get Ixer leveled up. Currently. Which if I have a look, Ixer. Where are we up to with Ixer at the moment? It is gold plus orange plus 1. And we've got it to 3 stars currently. I'm 5 shards off of Arima, short of upgrading it to 4 star. It's not too difficult to actually get it up. It just takes a long time because it's 2,000 for the essence, 2,500 for the essence, and then obviously you've got to get the shards from somewhere as well, which you can buy, but I've not just been buying them. I've been saving up for the stuff. Anyways, that's those. It's gonna. Yeah, yours is here. Yamori's pliers. Definitely need to pick up Yamori's pliers if I can find them in here. Final thing we're gonna have a look at is the SSR, the SR upgrade. So, Hiname has got her SSR upgrade. It does need these Hiname Awakening materials. I don't know where we get them. I want to assume we get them through the the new hero mode. I'm presuming it's going to be some of the rewards through that. That's the only thing I can think of. That's the only way we're going to get those. Because it does say unavailable, and everything at the moment that says unavailable is in the hero mode. It's just not been inputted into the menu. But Hiname, the SR Hiname is one. I was really hoping Kaya was going to get one. Maybe at some point, but at the moment she hasn't. We've got the Kaneki Ring. He is another one that has got his SSR. It's just a portrait with his eye, and obviously gets his stat buffs. We've also got Marude already had one. We've got obviously Arima. This Arima hasn't got his thing in the game yet, but this obviously shows that he's going to get one. So you're going to have 2 different Arimas that you can have as SSR. We've also, what else have we got? No, Shinohara is not one of them. He does sound like he's got a voice line though now. Dojima is definitely one of them. He's one that you can get up to SSR as well now. We've got Eto was already one from the first batch. As I said, Koreui, you're also another one. And we also have, was it Toka? Toka Rabbit. You're another one you can get to SSR. Let me know if any of these SRs to SSRs will be something that you'd like to use now they've got this little buff. Let me know what you guys think. Is any of these what you would potentially now use? Juzo already had one. Corona doesn't have one. I feel like she's going to get one because obviously we've got Nashiro. Is it Nashiro? I think that's what she's called. Nashiro. Her SSR counterpart. I'm assuming she's going to get an SSR Awakening. It would only make sense unless they're bringing out another version of Corona. Maybe as a reform whenever the reforms drop. Because obviously the copyright issues and all that business. Which is why there aren't any at the moment. Kurowiya doesn't. I think that might be all of them. Yeah, just double check. Kurowiya. That is all of them. Let me know what you guys think. Any of these SRs that you potentially want to upgrade to SSR. I know Hiname would be a big one for early game. Once you've got half Kakuja and 5-starred him, which I'm still not at, it's not too bad. He does pretty much the same thing, but better. He does the same thing, but better. Upgrade him up to 44. We're 2 levels behind on those, actually. Do need to get my main team level up. Anyways, that is where we're going to wrap up today's video. We will do a code giveaway, of course. I am trying to get rid of these last couple batches of codes. If you want to try and snag a code, you're more than welcome to jump into my Discord. I'm pretty much only going to be giving out spare codes if I have them. If I have them. Let me specify that. If. Because I've got some codes which I do need to get rid of. So I will be giving those away in the Discord every now and again to people in the Discord. So if you want a chance to win some of those, you're more than welcome to join that. It is linked in the description down below. But that is going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you did enjoy, and if you did, make sure to hit the like button down below, because I do very much appreciate your guys' support. But for now, have a wonderful and safe day, and Merry Christmas to everyone if you don't see a video from me between now and Christmas and New Year. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye for now, guys.